Hello, friends, and welcome to class today. Today, we will learn about numbers and learn about equally sharing with our friends. We're going to be talking about one-to-one correspondence and adding and subtracting. So, if you're ready, Miss Rose is ready. Let's go. Here we have a table, and today we're going to have friends come over for a little snack. Let's count the chairs to see how many friends is coming over today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to have 6 friends over today. We better give all of those friends a plate. Here we see that each of our friends has a chair and each friend has a plate. That's our one-to-one correspondence. Today, for snack, our friends are going to have cookies. And of course, all of our friends want a cookie, right? So let's go ahead and give each friend one cookie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you see how each friend has a chair? And at each chair, there's a plate. And at each plate, there's a cookie? That's one-to-one correspondence. For every object, there is another object. It's all connected. There's the same amount and the same number of things. Today in our game, we're also going to be using our dice. And if you remember the dice faces, each face has dots to represent a number. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's 6 sides on your dice cube and 6 faces to represent numbers 1 to 6. We're also going to be using our 10 frame, and this is where our one-to-one correspondence comes in. We're going to represent our numbers on our 10 frame, and we know that each square inside of our rectangular 10 frame represents one number, all the way up to 10, right? So if we're looking at our cookies from earlier when our friends were having snack, how many cookies did they have? They had 6. So this is what 6 cookies would look like in our 10 frame, or it could also look like this. As long as there are 6 spaces filled in our 10 frame, we know that this 10 frame represents the number 6. Now, let's add together. We're going to use some chocolate chips and some sugar cookies. You ready? Let's add 1, 2, 3 chocolate chip cookies, adding in 1, 2 sugar cookies. Now, how many do we have? If we had those 3 chocolate chip cookies before and we added 2 more sugar cookies, what number do we have? A 5. And if we go back and represent that in our 10 frame, we're going to see that there's 5 spaces filled in our 10 frame. Now let's use some subtraction. We're going to take cookies away. You ready? See how many we're going to start with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to take them away. There's our minus sign. We're going to take away 2 cookies. So if we had 6 cookies and we took away 2, what numbers left? 4. We would have 4 cookies left, and we would represent that in our 10 frame. Now for this part of the activity, you're going to need a 10 frame, Play-Doh, dice, and a craft stick. And if you're ready, Miss Rose is ready. Let's play. Okay, friends, we are going to add and subtract using our Play-Doh, our dice, our craft stick, and our 10 frame. We are going to use our 10 frame to represent a one-to-one correspondence as we place our Play-Doh into the 10 frame. So we're going to get our Play-Doh out. We're going to go ahead and mash it down into a little thing there. We're going to grab our dice. Whoops, sorry. We're going to roll it out. Looks like we got the number 2. We are only looking at the green dots on the outside here. So 1, 2. We're going to cut off 2 pieces off of our Play-Doh using our craft stick, getting our fingers and our fine motor skills. We're going to roll them up and we're going to put the number 2 there. Now for this first one, we are going to add. So we're going to roll our dice again. And we've got the number 5. So now we're going to cut off 5 pieces on our Play-Doh. So here's 1. I'm going to lay them down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we started with 2. We're going to add 5 more in. How many do you think that's going to make? We're going to represent this number on our 10 frame as we put 1 ball to 1 square in our 10 frame. Let's count them together and match them as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have made the number 7 by adding 5 and 2. Now if we take those off of our 10 frame, and let's try again. Roll out your Play-Doh. This time we're going to subtract. We're going to start with, well, that's 1. Let's try again. We're going to start with the number 6. So cut off 6 pieces. 1 more. Let's roll them all up. Put them on our 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now let's see how many we're going to take away. Remember, take away, we're subtracting, and we're removing that number. We're going to take 6 away. Can you help me take 6 away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many is left in our 10 frame? None. None of our boxes are filled with Play-Doh balls. So we are representing the number 0.